is not in place. Instead, what Obama did was declare an executive order, Daca, which was, immigration lawyers really like acronyms, and we failed to explain what they are a lot. So sorry about that. But Daca is Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, and that's essentially what the DREAM Act was imagining. Because it was by executive order, it can be revoked like that. For whatever reason, it hasn't been. But that is sort of what the DREAM Act was about.
So the goal of the DREAM Act was to have kids who were brought here, or people who were brought here as children, who are undocumented, have a pathway to lawful status. When that died in Congress in 2012, in order to sort of fill the gap that President Obama had wanted to create this pathway, he created DACA. And all DACA does is it, for people who are eligible, gives them permission to stay in the US for 2 years and work authorization. And every 2 years that has to be renewed. And the reason that it's now in play and is a question is because since it wasn't a bill passed by Congress, it was just an executive order, it can be revoked just as quickly as it was put in place. The concern is that all of these people, all these kids who gave over their information to the federal government when they applied for DACA are now in the system, and if President Trump says, actually forget about it, we're taking this away from you, now you have all of these undocumented people who the ICE, the federal government, has their information. But so DACA still does exist. If anyone is eligible, thinking about it, our biggest suggestion is that you shouldn't be applying for it without talking to a lawyer. If you don't have DACA yet and you want it, you are outing yourself to immigration, and it might not be a great time to do that. If you have it and you want to renew it, we think renewing it isn't such a dangerous idea, but again, you should be checking with a lawyer before you renew it.
And I think it's really important, something Jen said, because I don't think it's explained very accurately in the media. DACA is just a way of not getting deported. It's not a status that's going to lead to any permanent way of being here. And that's really important. You can have a status that allows you to be here, I put lawfully, temporarily, that's a better way of saying it. But not all statuses that you can get into will allow you to obtain a green card and ultimately become a citizen. And I think that's a really important distinction between the DREAM Act, which would have allowed for that in some method, versus just allowing somebody to be here.